I am going to go ahead and stream another episode of, well, record another episode of me playing Pillars of Eternity. A friend of mine asked me to go ahead and stream this. I said I wouldn't stream it. I said I would record it instead, and here I am. So let's get started with it. Last time I left off, I made a little town there. Some weird diseases going on. I really don't know. I rather can't remember. They just haven't explained enough of it. And I picked up a party member. So let's get started with it. Oh, that's right. I also spoke to the old woman in the tree here. She's very dead, but yeah, she still talked to us. A little bizarre. So the character is something called a Watcher, I think. Definitely not a Witcher. So let's take a look at this. What am I doing? Well, apparently I leveled up. Phantom foes. In the minds of the target, the area of effect caused them to believe they were surrounded by phantom foes, leaving them flanked for a duration. That might be good, but man. Recall agony. Okay. Target allies and enemies with a powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which tell me about that. I want to recall agony is. Causes the target to revel in the psychic trauma, reveal the psychic trauma of injury moments after receiving, experiencing damage all over again. Requires quick focus, speed fast, computers, affects targets foe, 30% of all damage will be applied over 15.6 seconds. And not better enough. Mind Blade. While the target says it's generating a slash blade of focus that attacks them before leaping up to 5 additional targets. Okay. That's not too bad. What's that? Alright, Amplified Thrust. You know what's out of this kind of game. Bounces psychic energy harmlessly off a target into the closest nearby enemy, causing pierce damage and violently pushing them backwards. Okay. Does seem like I'm focusing way too much on attack powers. Psychovampiric Shield. The Cypher uses the target's strength of mind against it, stealing a portion of its resolve in order to better deflect incoming attacks. Alright, that's something good. We'll go with that. The Phantom Foes should have been better. It should have been like you cast it on them and it just does damage over time. Instead, it's this weird stun kind of thing 26 seconds of frightened for 7.8 seconds. Accuracy and will. Like, if I had rogues in my party, I 100% would grab that. Alright. Oh, the music is by Stream Beats by Harris Heller. The song's called Right Line. Okay. Alright, well, what am I doing? Where am I going? Journal. Why are these missions grayed out? These ones are completed. Oh no, these are okay. These are the missions. These are the tasks in the mission. Okay. Alright. Some of the farmers in the Gilded Vale claim that Tremble, the miller, is withholding grain. Hungry farmers. It seems the situation will escalate. Okay, resolve the feud between Tremble and Sawyer. That's right, I was looking for Sawyer. Sawyer? Sawyer. So where's Sawyer? 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 I have no idea how that's pronounced. And Gord. This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices you approach and pauses. Her smile faltering a little. Ingord, can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with a confusion. Do you know this man? Nutton? Nutton coughs. Yes, I think we've met in Valewood. I warned him about the fair. Okay. He inclines his head. Glad to see you've made it. Was there something else you wanted? I just lost a friend. So then you can tell me what the deal. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I am only sorry I could not convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. Huh. You two seem to be in a hurry. Ah, yes, I imagine so. Ingrid laughed. We're packing up for a trip. Actually, I've been meaning to visit uh, Defiance Bay. Okay. And she looks at Milton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Oh, okay, I guess she's moving on. Well, you'll want to be moving on as soon as you can. You will have seen the tree, I imagine. But the rot grows deeper. If you were looking for work, I'd say you have a better chance of of it elsewhere. Okay. I imagine I was able to kill that bear. There's probably a whole storyline behind that. Need some evidence. But yeah, she probably had him killed using out of the dude. Ooh. Excuse me. Tau Tanu. Tau Tanu. Tau Tanu? This Amor man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is dusky blue of the deeper oceans. Okay. And his thick arms both corded muscles, small ears framed, and squared jaw, face coated in smeared snot, soot. Oh, smeared soot, that's not a good word. And arcing black tattoos alike. Okay. How's your broad smile as you approach? Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do we have here? You've come to us at a strange time. I'm afraid the stock's not what it used to be. But we find weapon and armor to offer you, all forged right here in the Black Hand. Show me what you have for sale. Of course. You won't find fighters anywhere else. No. Yeah, this guy's trading in gold, and I'm trading in copper. I'm ready for that. Apprentice. Missionary, you feel a vibrant history, conveying the essence of his man's soul. Voices from his past seem to call out to you. I wonder if this one's going to tell me about the tiny shop at the store. You see a man crouching surreptitiously, surreptitiously, and alone, a series of untamed, shrubs, all that hides him from the vision ahead. His eyes are locked on a diligent, beautiful. I'm probably butchering that terribly. And terrible. Eyes half lidded, as she hums. A bird with a fantastic blue and orange plumage sits on her shoulder, trilling gently. Trilling gently. The man is entranced, trembling tentatively. He stands, and tranquilly is broken by the bird's startled squawk. The Delamagen half smiles, beckoning with a twig-like fungus. Okay. He doesn't speak as he approaches. His mouth is dripping sound. His dripping sound of awe and admiration. Who writes like this? She waits coy and tempting and agonizing, accidentally slowly. He I. What is the point of that? What does please somebody leave a comment at the bottom and tell me if there's any point to read this stuff. Does it give you any background? Does it other than these elements of like, oh, this character had a soul belonging to a weasel in his past life that ate mushrooms. This is an adventure surrounded by a crowd of attacking X-reps, Zoo-reps. This man with him seemingly uncertain by the battle, unconcerned by the battle, and even detached from it as he stands in the middle of his comrades chanting his expression. So this is just a way for him to tell short stories, I'm guessing? Your phase, the battle changes. Its allies glow in pulsing blue light. This, I don't... Okay, he fucked everybody. On the ball surface, suddenly explodes. It's three giant grub's claw. Probably its corpse. Okay. Thank you. Chant throughout, enthralled in the joy of the moment. Finally, the creatures have been reduced to one. His allies stand back. What's the point of that? Yeah, it's cool to see these short stories. It is, but why? Every game does that moment there, where it's got the door, and you try to click on the door, because your character there clicks on the characters in the door. I hate that. Every game does that. When I click on him, I might want to learn about his adventures to the local briar. He had to go to Harris Teeter's the other day, and then he died because he, hit a weasel. Man, to have communicate with animals like in Baldur's Gate 3, it's just... So at the range, the stalks feel dry and stiff. Interesting. Well, that's right, he was talking about the infection on the stalks, so you might be telling the truth there. I still feel that guy's selling me fibs. I really want to love this game. I really do. But it's just like the more I play this, the more I keep comparing it to Baldur's Gate 3. These idiots. Well, I had my wife, I had my husband killed. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Reach out to his soul. It calls to you. I understand that people like that mechanic, and I do apologize if you're offended by me saying that, but I think it's pointless. It feels more like it was a way for them to tell short stories than actually write for the game. Oh, we need 20 people with writing credits. Where is Sawyer? Like, I saw him walk off, but I don't know where he walked off to. Like, is he in another zone? I mean, some guidance like, oh, he's at his house, and so on and so on. Would be nice. Oh, I can expand that. Spoken to Trumbull, Miller Gilbert Vale. He fears that his family will come under attack from a group of villagers who insist that he's changing them, charging them on just prices for grain. He asked me to speak with the Sawyer, leader of the group, and bring an end to this conflict. Sawyer is likely at the end. Villager. It's over here. Ah, awesome. I'm going to save ahead of time. Even I screwed up, so I'll keep going. Don't know who you are, and I don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. I would chat with foreigner in a heartbeat, especially if you have the belt. Left notice his eyes. Careful. Looks like they're cut from some cloth. The same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it too. I'll tell you outside the mill. What was that about? Well, some fancies and some of the fancies in Central Nowhere. Yeah? What's that about? It's about Trumbull, thinking he's king of the town, on account he's got the mill. The dwarf jealous. That's a dwarf. I thought it was actually a dude. Oh, it's a dude dwarf. The dwarf's jowls quiver with rage. Despite barely giving us anything for the wheat, we bring him and then cutting our purses when we need to buy his drink. It's about the farmers going hungry while some bastards get rich. Modern capitalism. That's what it's about. I'm not saying that word. Now shove off. I'll bite you all around. You talk to me then? Sawyer considers it briefly. He looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll heal up to trade in words. Okay, all right. So, bartender, where the bartender's at, and buy some booze. Oh, got anything I could do for you? We still have rooms open, and it's never too early for a drink. Well, do you know of anyone who's looking for work? Flying around for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows, you're having me on. I need more fighting, and I'll have you ban Sawyer from the inn entirely. The frowns. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Please, if you can, if I can, just get them talking. I might be able to convince them to stop harassing them. You think of your studies, you wearily, for a moment, then sighs. Well, that's all right. Then here, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. You get them off Tremble's back, and maybe he'll be a little less stingy with his supplies. You again? What do you want? I brought the drinks. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of the Black Hound's beer. It's not 16. God, that's good, all right. Then you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say? Look, so since it's Freddie Miller, you can have him against the wall. Maybe you can ask some of the other villagers for help. Maybe you can tell me more about what's going on. Well, let's get more information. So like I said, the miller is in charge of the grain prices. He says they're fair. But I know for a fact that folks like Ufra pay half. The dwarf sighs, and maybe we've been a bit rough with him, but what are the supposed, what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're going to starve, and do you think Tremble's going to be sorry about it when we do? Maybe I could go talk to Tremble for you. Ha! You think you'll get through to him when we haven't? The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear you got his soul ring. How his kin used to grow sunreach trees for their Adrian wars. What's an Adrian war? I'll really figure out their side. I was losing. Explains why his knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crosses the road. He'll be holed up in the mill for days. The coward, the dwarf's eyes you consideringly. But here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it. All right. So basically, he's meeting supply and demand, but he's increasing supply prices to meet the faulty agreement. Right? So there's an interesting business trick you can do here, where you reduce the prices and then say, okay, well, you can pay me twice as much later. You're basically giving the guy a loan. This way, he's indebted to you. A lot of businesses do that. Not so quick reading. You're back. Have you had any luck with Sawyer? I spoke to Sawyer. Sawyer. Trumbull takes a deep breath, and what do you say? He says you're treating the farmers unfairly, raising prices and giving them rotten grain. Trumbull snorts. Of course he does. He's been saying nothing else for days now. The man is delusional. This is... We'll have to pay for it. What's going on here anyway? Where to begin? Sawyer's whipped them up into a fourth going on about the grains stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't get... You already told us all this. Can't create it up in air. I can't... You take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crops are blighted. And most of what I'm getting from the farmers, sacks of containers, it's gone off, rotten through. Lucas Sawyer's always been a rotten bastard. Pardon. With stories so limited. Maybe I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Afra, for instance, she's expecting a child. Should let her starve. Those who just know about the grain supply. Some. The innkeeper, for instance, it's better not to worry anymore. I'll be trading for supplies soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then. I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. So, I'm locking into the decision where they're killing one or the other. Lovely. And this is the one I hate about games like this. Oh, your skill in talking to people isn't high enough? Well, F you! Please help. Man lies resting against the wall with a dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against the side, sleeves soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near. His speech is twisted with pain. Here, care. If you need to go in. He casts a quick look around towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. This temple isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are. He grunts and shifts his position, wincing. I am no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful, either. I just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up. Maybe you have better luck. Better luck with what? Man points his finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Ethos, the scattered god, and grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over. Deerwood, pardon me, from Road Cases Even. Okay. Until the war, of course, even then, you get the same. You get some of these stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get enough in their heads that their god was dead and gone. Get to the point. As you like, once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd be too lenient on the Orthorians. Orthosians. That's all this channel is. This channel is just me trying to pronounce these weird fantasy words. He had his people go in and put them all to the sword. Left them down there, buried under the heap of rock. Heretics or not, their deaths didn't stop the legacy. Didn't do much of anything at all. They didn't deserve to go like that. Oh, nice. Oh, nice guy. Chop down to the god's house. You get down there, find the remains. Maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. Talking. Working breeds out. No small task. There's coin in it for you. You need motivating. Elot's caution expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see someone around here has a short of respect for the dead. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long. It's crawling with creatures, but if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the floor, on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the wall, tricks, sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want you have to send someone else after your remains. All right. Barrington looks up at the stairs. You might talk to the elder fellow if Redrick hasn't hanged him yet. Word is he's a follower of a dead god. Maybe he'll know something more about the place. He's usually out by the smith. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up. No, we read that. Something by the smith. Okay. The supplies been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen sign of it. I expected we're hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. He's right about the bandits, the bear situation in the villages like this, and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for the unscrupulous sort. Tantanu scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be heading that way, maybe you can keep an eye out for my supply wagon. Or my shipment, at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Mountain, or the Black Meadows. I expect on a good road for it. Oh, find your supplies. Yay, more missions. See, hang up by the smith. I'm tired of looking for him. Let's get down to this. Oh, yay. scepter. What does a scepter do? Oh, I told him to use a bow and arrow to try and get the thing. Thing sees us right away, and then they, of course, don't use the bow and arrow. Come on, just kill it already. Game pause, game pause, game pause. There's got to be a feature to that that disables that somewhere. There we go. Character death, character damage, character hit, character attacked. So what is this guy? Or he's a wizard. Okay. Ray of Flame creates a scorching ray of flame between the caster and... Oh, I know exactly what that is. It's the same thing, though. So, wizard spell, speed, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Alright, it's a nice dot. That was something cool we can do. God, I need a tank. I'm going to stick in front to take damage. How do they attack my wizard first? Why can't I use this? And I'm dead. I mean, arm the weapon, he's not going to shoot. I still don't know what that is. Or what it does. Quite a heavy fog settles in the minds of those in the area, affect dull senses and wits, inflicting penalties to perception, intelligence, and resolve. Okay. Merciless gaze. The caster becomes able to see an enemy's weakness and vulnerabilities as though they were physically tangible, increasing the chance of landing a critical hit. Now, why can't I cast this ability? Once per encounter, requires at least 15 seconds in combat, and oh, this is the disengage mechanic, doesn't it? Where when I disengage with them, they get the like an attack opportunity or whatever. Lord, that was lame. Health recover. Go ahead and get the next one. Magic missile. Health recover. Save it just in case. That's pretty badass. I keep forgetting about this. Scorching Ray is gigantish. Did he just set my other party member on fire? Oh, he did, didn't he? Yep. It's injured. Just die already. Jeez Louise. Save after that. Pile of furniture, barricading us. Scorch marks. Oh, this has got to. Oh, don't tell me now, perception. Well, hurrying to request scrolls, blah blah blah. So this has to be a secret door or something like this moves and. My adventurous sense is tingling. Fireball! I should have played a wizard. Dang, that is so badass. Oh, another one of these things? Dear Lord. Nope. Back up. You. Tell him his friend is not his friend. There you go. Ah, so maybe that's where we're done, isn't it? Ivory Splinter. Ivory Spinner. How do they expect you to do this with two party characters? Seriously. And I detest this system where I've got to earn points or to spend points. And I can't target that cone with this guy over here, because then the character will walk over here to target the cone at the guy. Oh, you're going to sit there and shoot him. I'll shoot you back. Oh, and of course, engages me in melee combat. Oh. Come on, heal yourself already. I thought I had potions. Or something. Yeah, okay, how do I use this? Rest items. Can I just double click it? Oh, right clicking just opens up the same window multiple times. So see, that's what you want to do when you want to use a potion. You right click on it to get the data from the potion. You know, you don't want to drink it. What? Hit him? I'm dead. The party has died! Here's a whole mess of spiders for you to fight. Back to clicking all the stuff again. Yay! Oh, invisible door. Your perception's not 20, so you can't see it. You have a perception of 15, which is above the average. Its average is 10. But you're not smart enough. Let's do it last time. Those guys one at a time. And then missile him. I should have put a ranger or something. Oh, that's right. Close range, you get penalties for shooting somebody with a ranged weapon. Yeah, that's fine, but that's not fun. Woohoo! Critical hit. No break between the fight. I thought he just noticed the wizard, so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna attack the wizard now." I guess when these are grayed out, it means he's out of spells. I hate how useless that ability is. It's second wind. Yeah, it gives you more hit points back, but then by the time you attack with it again, you lose all those hit points. So what's the point? That's right, I summoned backup, buddy. Health recover. Let's see if we can fight that monstrosity. So we did before. Whoa! Oh god, one of those things. Nope, that. I'm barely taking on spiders and having to fight that thing at the same time now. What is that, Scaldy or whatever it's called? I remember they used to be called ghouls. Or Bethesda patent that as well. Attack it already. Oh, let's save the game. Oh, spirit! Nearby crystal light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange and a certain angles of metallic symbol beneath their feet gleams with gold. It's gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. So you can use elongated words or words that have like double meaning to them when somebody's describing their history in a past life. But you can't use the word vapors here. Can't use the word what's it? It's called. There's a word for heat streams like that. Heat mobs. The very dust and the air seems to pull together until a thin, glowing mist appears before you in its rippling gleam. You sometimes think you can see the shape of a man. Features rendered in broad strokes with air and smoke. Okay. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment, you are somewhere else. Your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noises. Okay. You're in a chapter hall. Priests with faithful have gathered in the great crowd spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for a podium lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouettes. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says. But the Trix stands calm. Retrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope, like a spark behind you, rubs somewhere behind you. Ribs somewhere behind you. Someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. Okay. The statue has the most of its features struck off along with portions of the hands. Okay. So somebody was a grave robbing, obviously. Gotcha. How does a place like this in the middle of a town get filled full of monsters? Seriously. I'm going to shoot this guy, get him to come close. Oh! Joy's Vacation. It's two of them. And I have no spells left. Oh, but I can convince his friend. Maybe I can't convince his friend. What? What? Attack your friend. I want the other one run off too. Oh, he just ran backwards. I suppose that's good. He wasn't going to attack his friend, I guess. Oh, I don't attack my friend. You guys have one time later. Okay. Let's save the game right quick. Time is it? Oh, Monsters of the Dead Fire Archipelago. The archipelago wins. What winds its way forward between the Great Eastern Ocean and the Baseless Ocean. Hundreds of small islands in the midst of the water. Few dare brave its treacherous rapids. The fewer still have returned to tell the tale of their adventures through it. Travel between the two oceans is virtually impossible. Great storms hammer any ships foolhardy enough to attempt to navigate. And this alone should be enough to deter anyone attempting to voyage as untold ships have gone down, tossed against the rocks. The weather and treacherous rocks are only a precursor to the actual horror of the archipelago, of the terrors of the deep. Cthulhu. No one knows how many creatures stalk the oceans waiting for unsuspecting sailors to drift into their waters, but we do know of some. Ravagers, giant shark that is known to ram passing vessels, trying to knock sailors off the deck and smash a hole into smash a hole in the hull. I talk today. It is tremendous spines protruding from the sides. I would have spines protruding from the sides, I think. It's side and back that are presumed to be poisonous. And so if something has spines on the sides like that, that means there's a bigger monster out there that eats it, or tries to at least. The largest side, Bard Ravager, with survivors, was estimated to be almost 30 feet long. The Winding Serpent. Smaller around than the Ravager, but potentially longer. The Winding Serpent attacks the small packs, usually 3 to 8. They have long, sharp heads, somewhat reminiscent of the barracuda. But you don't have to invent sea monsters. The oceans are scary enough. You don't need to make something. Anything you can make here, Mother Nature's already thought of it. So, I repeatedly slam into the sides of ships, hoping to crack the hull. Do they know how much energy a creature like would just push out to slam a hole in the side of a solid oak vessel? Or how much? Look, if you're going to do fantasy, just do fantasy. Like, say it slings a spell, breaks a hole in the side of the hull. Or has a small jet engine as part of its body that it uses to propel itself so fast forward, flies into the hull, and just eats whatever it goes to. Sure. Leviathans. I imagine the largest whale you've ever seen, the blue whale. The Leviathan is at least 10 times that size. It can't be 1,000 feet long. Physics alone. Okay. By the time the ship sees the Leviathan, it is already too late. As they rise from the depths, the water around them begins to spin and sink, creating whirlpools. So this is what the thing eats the Ravagers. Leviathan's body surrounds with hapless vessels, preventing escape. So it just goes up. As it goes down, the enormous mouth opens, pulling all aboard their watery guests. All creatures you've read about in this book are nothing compared to the pulp bear, barely the size of man. What they lack in size and strength, they make up in numerous and numbers and terrifying viciousness. Their lower halves are mass of tentacles, like an octopi or squid. But but more numerous. The tentacles are long, black whips with suction cups. On the underside, and small thorny barbs on the top. The sheer number of tentacles gives them frightening speed. When walking on land, pulling themselves towards almost as fast as a running horse. How? Well, they vaguely resemble a human from the waist up. Any extended examination proves how wrong the assumption is. So we have depoys. Long, stringy black hair flows from the top of their heads to cover their faces. taken directly from a nightmare. A wide gaping mouth cuts across the bottom of its head from ear to ear. With wicked dagger-like teeth, two large round eyes sunken into the head, black as coal, shining with a malevolent fire. A small antenna protrudes from the middle of its forehead, ending in a small nodule. With everything light, one can imagine a sailor on the deck of a ship, at night, looking out across the black waters, blood freezing as countless lights appear beneath the surface, rising towards him as the pulver swarm upwards. Because they seem to be more octopus than man, they can collapse in on themselves. Fitting into spaces no person should be able to. Oh, the smallest crack in a hall, the slightest separation between boards, offers them an entrance. It is not unknown for them to slaughter an entire crew from holding up from the hold up to the deck by infiltrating the ship from underneath. Fortunately, they don't seem to have spread out too far outside the archipelago, but there may come a day when the pulver attacks become commonplace. Interesting. I'll take it. Oh, God, I love these things. Two of them. Obey my will. Eat your friend. Oh, he killed his friend. Okay. Mind control the other dude that is really powerful. Made that fight a lot easier. Let's kick back for a second, heal up, and save. To his grace I write, to implore the rest of the letter. The rest of the letter is crossed out in several places, and then flying sword. Maybe I don't give that to the main character. This is what engages melee and melee combat. Oh, another bookshelf. Why does it have this dude go run over and get it rather than I don't get that. Let me go run this direction. Oh, where is it going? Oh, that was the dude that ran off, wasn't it? Just belch at me? Hey, you, go kill your friend. God, that really turns the tables, just having this extra dude here. Jeez Louise. Just turn those two into mincemeat. Can't save on combat. That combat's pretty well over there, buddy. We're going to scour the plates, malt, run, Why is there a gray bar here? Oh, interesting. I have to run and lick my wounds. Definitely running and licking my wounds. Time to GTFO. No, keep running, you dingle wing. I'm gonna use this dude over here to help me again. What the heck is going on? Why am I losing health? I'm dead. And why is it not? Oh, it's you gotta select a target, that's right. There we go. Oh, now they're attacking him. More food. Just why is this part great? I guess. Oh, I guess I'm low on stamina or something. Let me head back to town. I'll go heal up. I imagine the quests aren't timed in this game. I pray they're not. I wonder if I can convince this idiot to stop being an idiot. Rick was sent from threatening the miller. You're against the wall. Idiot. Sawyer's Sawyer, his eyes, view four and few long moments, drinking keep from his mug. And then he sighs, you're right. Things go on like they are. We're going to end up hanging from that tree out there. He looks at his comrades. Tell Trumbull, leave him be. Bill will do now, with the crops failing. Haven't got another trade to speak of. Like a room, please. Of course. How much copper do I have? Okay, right there. 110 copper for a room, or I can sleep in the common room for 0. Wrist. This seat again. Okay. Let's try this again. I'll load up the spells. The same text as I did before. One character selects spells, but the other one doesn't hold everything. Let me save real quick. Magic missile that idiot. That didn't kill him. turns at you. Okay. Your guy is dead. I use it second one. Oh, this friend just critically hit on him. Dang. Sucks to be that dude. Alright, this guy's gonna turn in a second. Before they use Guardian's Weapon, it's gotta be something special in there. Gotta be something cool. Haze fills the air, coalescing, steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outlines of what appears to be a dwarf. A shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It rolls and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainted them until sorrow is your own. Like the cascading waves, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere before you see the brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running your footsteps echoing off the stone around you, and you forget to tie your sandals, and then you're slipping. From your feet, following your steps. You're late again. The rites are going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky, and last to fade into the dawn's light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and is not the last. The light fades, as does the memory, and when your eyes are clear, the spirit is gone. Is that what I got? Anything cool here? Oh, order put. Okay. That's it. There was possibly one of the roughest fights I've come across yet. And it literally killed me once. Trap was triggered. What was that? Oh, your hit points are all gone. What? Overseeing. Right click for details. Plus 10% abilities, areas effect. Right there, feature plate. What was that? Guard it. Gonna use that. Three bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal there. Is one large bell in the center. The bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They're made of thick iron and look very heavy. It doesn't appear to be much of the ordinary about them. Is it in order? So I need a mechanics of 10 to get through this, or I have to figure out this bell puzzle. Do we have an indication of what time's going to go, or... Oh no! There's definitely nothing back here. No. Paris rolls. One more hammer. Is this particular order we collect those things in? Years ago, over dimensions, blah blah blah. This is a tent, a set of bells at the door, which may play as part of an opening. Okay. Okay, what order they clack in? I oh, no room over here. Oh, what the? You gotta use magic to kill elements. Immune to hobble, disease, poison, prone. All right then. Magic missile. Wait, what? Wow. Oh, he can't see it. Then move. Oh, I see. There's multiples. Lovely. What? What happened? Oh, let's try to kill this thing. My character has a resolve of 16, and this thing's still scared. Fire goes. Stand back. Jeez, all four of us pounding away on the darn thing. Oh, look, another ghost. Although Warren Tanner Inc. Faded in a time of hardship must have just as much faith as. So what was the ghost do? Did he unlock something? Face the statue. Okay. There's a clue here I'm missing. He forgot to tie his sandal. This is. Definition of obtuse. God, I have to go find that old man. I have to go find that old man. Yeah, I gotta go hunting for that guy. So there's door, got some bells. Do you know how to open it? Ah, that door. I swear I used to be able to feel those bells above ground. I feel it through the dirt. He shakes his head. I know you have to ring them in order, and that's all. That's all you know. What other rituals? You might find more information in the restricts room. Maybe even a key. It's over by the Septorum with all the books. I was just there. There was nothing there. And Skoldo, too. All we got was a ghost of a dude like, oh, I'm late. I gotta run. Oh, I can't hear the last bell. I don't have my sandal time. And that was the clue they gave me. What? Oh, I haven't heard the third bell yet. What want us to do? What's this? Book of Verses. Here we go. Small volume of verses and psalms is somewhat battered. Suggests to be used to be carried on someone's person. The pages are dog-eared and worn, and the gold threads which form the title of the book have begun to fray. The book tends to open to a particular section where someone's marked it a verse. Adnan the Bright Star spoke, and her voice was like clarion's cry, calling his soul forth. You are from the right hand of the shining God. And I was afraid. O wanderer, hear me now, he spoke. You know of us as a note to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lie bare before the great illumination. Then Sargamus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat of the force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, the children of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace it. He got before them, then resolved to himself, and asked what he must do. God spoke, his voice was like somber flying high, bidding farewell to the daylight. If it lies, you must cast under his light. Your sins will be buried from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his kingdom. So spoke Mogul. But Egnag warned him, saying, you have walked all these years into the darkness, and must now return. You will find your path treading fire, and at every step you will be tempted to turn away, but no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Right hand of the shimmering God. Yes, there it is in the head. That's really good book. I don't know if that's what I need there. The Great Western Stag. When I was sitting on a wall which hung a nearby tree that fragmented sunbeam scattered small moors of light on the ground. then danced around that cat, sliding over him as he practically batted at them. He spun in place, followed the rush past him and and leapt on it, trying to pin it down. Ethos smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on its spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it float away. Uh, Sorry, my mouth is dry. Again, Ethos watched the cat tail twitch and slap at it. The ground, annoyed that his prey could not be hit. Oh. Alright, so got some cat. Oh, good, just in case. Anything else in here? So it says the right. The right hand of the Sugar God. We're hearing you spoke. You were known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept. Prayer for the nation. I should have put that on silent. Time to go walk the dog. Alright. I'm going to save it here. We'll continue later. I may pick it up later in the week again, so I just try to get the game as quickly as possible. I don't know if I'm enjoying this title or not. It's got some cool stuff to it, but then there's just other stuff like this. This is really obtuse. What do I do here? There's no... Like, oh, the hand brings the left, but then he has to forgive, and then... I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's that. All right. Well, I'll be back next Thursday to put this back on YouTube. If you want to see me stream something special or particular, just, hey, put it out there. Or write it in the little messages at the bottom there. All right? Well, you have a nice night. Stay safe out there. Godspeed.